Hello, everybody. This is Appa Brian and Appa Baseball Classics. It's snowing outside. What better day than to stay inside and roll a game of Appa Baseball? Today we have the 1970 Minnesota Twins and the 1979 Montreal Expos. Pitching for the Twins is Jim Perry, one of the most seriously underrated pitchers of the 1970s. He was overshadowed by his brother Gaylord, but he came up with the Cleveland Indians, was used as a reliever and a swingman, traded for by the Twins. They sent Jack Kralik to Cleveland, an ordinary pitcher, and in Minnesota, Jim Perry became more than ordinary. Billy Martin became the manager in 1969, and he put Perry in rotation full-time for the first time, and Jim Perry rewarded him with a 20-win season in 1969 and followed that up with a Cy Young season in 1970. In fact, he and his brothers led the respective leagues in pitching wins in 1970. Gaylord won 23 for the San Francisco Giants. They are the only brother combination to win the Cy Young Award. Jim in 1970. Hi, everybody. This is Appa Brian with Appa Baseball Classics. Welcome to game number 22 of the 1970s tournament Best of Three series. And we are down to the last second round series. The 1970 Minnesota Twins, who come into the action at two wins and one loss, and the 1979 Montreal Expos, who are also 2-1. We have a day off presupposed between each round. So we're back to the number one starters. Jim Perry will be starting for the Minnesota Twins. He's a grade A pitcher, and Steve Rogers is starting for the Expos. He's a grade B, Y, Z pitcher. Cesar Tovar steps into the box. We're ready for the first pitch of the ball game. Here's the pitch to Cesar Tovar. 31, we'll read the blue dice first. We're playing basic Appa all the way, except they give the catchers a chance to throw out base stealers. 9 against the B is going to be a leadoff single for Tovar. And Tovar from Venezuela is a fast runner. That brings up Rod Carew. He will be swinging away. Here's the pitch to Carew, 24. It's going to be a rare strikeout of Rod Carew. He'll go back to the bench, a strikeout victim. One down. Right fielder Tony Oliva. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Jerry White, the left fielder, is under it and makes the grab. Oliva's the second out, and here is Harmon Killebrew. And the killer in 1970 clubbed 41 home runs. Here's a pitch from Steve Roberts to Killebrew. 44 is an 8 against a B pitcher. That's going to be hit on the ground to third base. Larry Parrish is up with it, throws across the diamond, and that is the end of the top of the first, where Minnesota Twins nothing, and the Expos coming to bat. All right, Jim Perry assumes mound duties for the Minnesota Twins. He won 24 games in 1970. He's an A, Y, Z pitcher. Dave Cash steps into the box for the Expos. 22 is going to be a single to right field for Dave Cash. Fast runner at first. Nobody out. Twins started that way. They couldn't move the runner. Here's Rodney Scott. And I just dropped the dice off the table. Jim Perry goes into the stretch. It looks like Rodney Scott has in mind to lay one down. 51 is a 9 that's going to be bunted, picked up by Killebrew. The throw to Carew covering first. A successful sacrifice by Rodney Scott sends Dave Cash to second base. One down. Runner in scoring position for the Expos. And I just dropped the dice again. That brings up Andre Dawson, the center fielder. 43 is a 29. That's a little roller. Back to the first baseman, Rich Reitz. Throws it to Jim Perry covering. 3-1. Cash goes to third. That's 2 outs. And here is Tony Perez. 25 is a 8 against a pitcher with a runner on third. That's a single over second base. RBI single. Tony Perez puts the Expos on top. Montreal 1 and Minnesota nothing. Slow runner at first. They'll play it safe with all the slow runners unless I say otherwise. Third baseman, Larry Parrish. 1-6 will be a ground ball to the shortstop, Leo Cardenas. Throws the first. 3 outs. The Expos take the lead 1-0. Let's go to the top of the second. All right, already the 1975 Reds and the 1977 Phillies have reached the next round. The team with the best record will get a bye, so whoever wins this series, they will need to sweep the series in order to have a shot at the best record. The second tiebreaker will be run differential. Brent Hoyer steps into the box, top of the second for the Twins. 26 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Rodney Scott has it and throw to first. 1 away. First baseman Rich Reese. 36 is a pop-up to third base, caught by Larry Parrish. Two quick outs for the Twins. And the shortstop, Leo Cardenas. Good hitting shortstop. Good defender as well. Here's the pitch to Leo Cardenas. 2-5 is the roll. That's going to be a 8 against a B. That's a fly ball to center field. Andre Dawson is under it and makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the second. Expos 1 and the Twins nothing. All right, Ellis Valentine, the right fielder for the Expos, will lead off the bottom of the second inning. He had probably the best arm in baseball in the 1970s. Very strong and accurate throwing arm in right field. He was out of Crenshaw High School, where he played football and baseball in LA, became the first pro athlete, I think, out of Crenshaw High School. Here's the pitch to Ellis Valentine. 26 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Leo Cardenas. Throws across to Rich Reese. 1 away. Gary Carter, the catcher. 25 is a 8 against an 8. That's going to be a pop-up to third base. Harmon Killebrew is under it and makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Jerry White, the left fielder. Swinging the bat from the left side. He is a switch hitter. 2-5 is a 10 against an 8. That's going to be a solid drive to center field. It will fall in front of the center fielder, Cesar Tovar. And Jerry White has a 2-out single and is a fast runner at first. Brings up the pitcher, Steve Rogers. 6-6 roll for Rogers is a double over first. And with 2 outs, Jerry White will come all the way home and put the Expos on top. 2-0 on the pitcher's double. Run the warm-up jacket out to second base. Here is Dave Cash, 2 outs. His pitcher's in scoring position. 6-2 is a 26. Both teams are filling column 2. That's a ground out to second base. That will end the inning. But as we go to the top of the third, Montreal 2 and Minnesota 1. This game is being played in Expos Stadium. Expos Stadium, the Olympic Stadium opened in 1977. Previous park was Jerry Park. No roof yet. The roof was not completed until 1987. George Mitterwall steps into the box for Minnesota. 3-6 is a pop to second base or Y. Rogers has a Y, so that is a strikeout of George Mitterwall. One away. Here's the pitcher, Jim Perry. 2-4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts, and back to the top of the order, Cesar Tovar. That is a 5-1, 8 against AB. It's a fly ball to center fielder Andre Dawson. Makes the catch. That's the end of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. Expos 2, Twins nothing. For the last of the third inning for the Expos, Rodney Scott, Andre Dawson, and Tony Perez. The Expos logo, they were called the Expos because, for one thing, they had the Expo 1967 World's Fair was in Montreal. They considered the name Royals because of the Montreal's AAA team that was there for many years, but Kansas City Royals already had that name. And they also thought about Nationals, but they settled on the Expos. And one thing I didn't realize until today about their logo, the red part is an E, the blue part is a B for Expos Baseball. And then they have the little white extension to spell the M for Montreal. Here is Rodney Scott. 2-5 is a single to center field. Scott's on first. Andre Dawson comes to bat. Rolled out to first base his first time up. 5-4 is a fly ball to right field. Tony Oliva is under it, makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Tony Perez. Singled and drove in a run in the first inning. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base. Rod Carew flips to Cardenas, over to first. 4-6-3. Inning ending double play. We go to the bottom of top of the fourth inning. It's Montreal 2 and Minnesota nothing. In the fourth inning, Rod Carew will start it off for the Twins, 366 hitter in 51 games for Minnesota in 1970. 4-3 is a roll. That's a ground ball back to Steve Rogers, and he defends the mound, catches that, and throws the first. 1 down. Tony Oliva. Twins leadoff hitter Tovar got the game started with a base hit. They've not had a hit since. Here's the pitch to Oliva. 1-1 roll. That's going to be a hit. That is a drive over the third baseman the opposite way, down the line and into the corner. Oliva will get a double. One out. He's in scoring position for Harmon Killebrew. The stretch and the pitch to the killer, 64, is a base on balls. Twins on first and second. Brent Ollier. 291 hitter with 16 home runs in 1970. Quite capable with the bat here. Here's a pitch from Steve Rogers to Brent Ollier. 36 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. 4 strikeouts for Steve Rogers. It's going to be up to Rich Reese to get the runner home. Oliva at second, Killebrew at first. 15's a 10 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a ground ball to the pitcher. Rogers has it, throws the first. 3 outs. Both runners are stranded. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Expos 2 and the Twins nothing. Larry Parrish will lead off the last of the fourth inning for the Expos. He was the 1979 Expos Player of the Year. Hit over 300 with 30 homers. Here's the pitch to Larry Parrish. 4-4 is a single for Larry Parrish. Average speed at first, no outs, and Ellis Valentine, another very capable hitter, coming to bat. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Brent Elliott sizes it up, makes the catch. One down, catcher Gary Carter. 2-6 is a 26. That's a ground ball to Rod Carew at second. He flips to Cardenas to retire Parrish at second. So Gary Carter is on first with a fielder's choice, average speed. Here's the 8th place hitter, Jerry White. 2-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 outs. We go to the top of the 5th. Expos 2, Twins nothing. All right, I want to go back to the challenge before these two teams as they try to reach the next round. The team with the best record will get a bye, and actually the Expos have a chance to be that team that gets a bye because they beat their first round opponent, the 71 Orioles, 2-0. So if they go 2-0 in this series, they'll have a half-game lead over the Reds, and they'll get the bye. The Reds are pretty strong in the run differential, so if they lose one and win the series, the Reds have plus 11 in run differential. Phillies, they have to lose 2 to not beat the Phillies, and they're going to lose 2 in advance. The run differential is 7. The Expos, or the Twins, if they want to advance and they don't lose any games, they're going to have to accumulate at least 6 runs to outdo the Reds. Actually, they'll get 7 runs to outdo the Reds and get the bye. All right, here is catcher George Mineral leading off for the Minnesota Twins in the 5th inning. They're down by 2. Here's a pitch from Steve Rogers. 51 is a 9 against an A. Ground ball to the shortstop, Rodney Scott. And that's not supposed to be Mineral batting. That's supposed to be Reese. So, my bad. Let's get Reese up there. He is 5-1 is a 9, same result. That's going to be ground out to shortstop. 1 down. Now Mineral's the batter. Three for Mineral is a 5. That's a double over third base. Down the line, Mineral, not a fast runner, but he settles safely in the second base, standing up, 1 out in scoring position. Here's the pitcher, Jim Perry. Expos pitcher, Steve Rogers, has a double and RBI in the game. He could match that here. Here's the pitch to Jim Perry. 24 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. 5 strikeouts for Steve Rogers. Top of the order, and Cesar Tovar. .53 is a 17, fielding column 2. That's a error on the right fielder, Ellis Valentine. And with 2 outs, playing it safe with Mineral, he goes to third. Runners on the corners with 2 down. Here is Rod Carew, 366 hitter. Rogers is going to accept the challenge and pitch to him. Infield with 2 outs is back. 61 is at 8 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a single to right. And Tovar goes to third. Unearned run. Mirwald scored. Tovar to third. Here's Oliva at first with the RBI. The Twins have one on the board. Expos 2, Minnesota 1. Tony Oliva. 5-3 is a 16, fielding column 2. That's a flyout to Andre Dawson in center. 3 outs, but the Twins get on the board. Montreal 2, Minnesota 1. Pitcher Steve Rogers leads off the bottom of the 5th inning. 156 hitter in 1979. He had 2 doubles on the year. He's got a double in this game with an RBI attached. 6-3 is a fly ball to right field. Tony Oliva makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Dave Cash. 2-2 is going to be a solid single for Dave Cash. He is 2 for 3. Here is Rodney Scott. Swinging away. 31 is a 14. Perry has a Z modifier, so it's 2 balls and no strikes. 2-2 roll is an 8 against an 8. That's going to be a ground ball to first base. Scott is out 3-1. Cash goes to second, and there's 2 down for Andre Dawson. Here's the Hawk. 4-4 is a 8. Ground ball to the pitcher. Jim Perry's got it, throws out Dawson, and that's the end of the inning. Expos don't score. We go to the top of the 6th. 2-1 Montreal. The man with broad shoulders carries that bat to the plate. Harmon Killebrew leads off the top of the 6th inning for Minnesota. Swings the bat from the right side. Points the bat to pitcher in his warm-up swings. Holds the bat far from his body. Here's a pitch to Killebrew. 1-6 is a 28. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Rodney Scott is up with it, throws out the killer. 1 down. Brent Ollier. 5-4 is a fly ball to Ellis Valentine in right. That's 2 down. Leo Cardenas, former Cincinnati Red Leg. Here's a pitch to Cardenas. 2-2 rolls, a base hit for Cardenas. His first hit of the game. 2 outs. Average speed at first, and Rich Reese. 4-5 will be a 2 balls and no strikes. Rogers matching Perry pitch for pitch. He also has a Z modifier. 5-6 is a Y. That's a strikeout. 3 outs. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Expos 2, Twins 1. All right, Tony Perez leads off for Montreal. 1-2 is a 25 play result, is a ground ball to the second baseman, Rod Carew. 1 out. Perez is 1 for 3. That brings up Larry Parrish. 5-1 is a 8 against a A. That's a ground ball to third base. Harmon Killebrew will make that play. Throws across the diamond. 2 outs. Ellis Valentine. 6-1 is a ground out to the shortstop, Leo Cardenas. 3 outs. We go to the 7th. 2-1 Montreal. All right, both pitchers are throwing strikes today. Neither one has walked a batter. Rogers allowed the Twins only 4 hits, and Jim Perry has scattered 7 hits for the Expos. This is the point of fatigue for Steve Rogers. 3 bad things happened to him. His grade will go down. Catcher George Middlewald steps up to the box for Minnesota. 1-2 is a 25. That's hit on the ground to second base. And the second baseman, Dave Cash, has it. Throws to first. 1 down in the 7th. Pitcher Jim Perry. 4-4 is a fly ball to center field. Andre Dawson moves to his left a few steps and makes the catch. 2 outs, Cesar Tovar. 21 is a fly ball to left field. That concludes the top of the 7th inning. Expos 2, Twins 1. All right, Jim Perry's point of fatigue inning as well. 3 bad things happen. His grade will go down to a B. Gary Carter, on the bottom of the Expos order, Carter, White, and Rogers. Here's a pitch to Gary Carter. 25 is a 8 against an A pitcher. That's a ground ball to, or pop-up rather, to third base. Harmon Killebrew goes over toward the dugout and makes the catch. 1 away. Jerry White. 3-5 is a 40 foul ball. 6-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And here is Steve Rogers. 1 for 2 with a double. 1-3 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. It's only 3 strikeouts marked up by Jim Perry, but he takes the Twins to the 8th. Down by 1, 2-1. Twins have Carew, Oliva, and Killebrew scheduled to hit in the 8th. Important inning for them if they want to make up this 1-run deficit. Steve Rogers has been tough all day. Here's the pitch from Rogers. Is a ground ball back to him. He's got it. Throws to first, and Carew is retired. Tony Oliva. 1-1 roll. That's a 4. That's going to be a hit. A double over the first baseman. Second double of the game for Tony Oliva. He's 2 for 4. And he represents for the Twins the tying run. Harmon Killebrew. Here's the stretch and the pitch to the killer. 6-6 roll. That's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here a home run for Harmon Killebrew and puts his team in the lead 3-2. As called in the French broadcast route, that was a La Coupe circuit. Here is Brent Ollier. Different game now. Here's a pitch from Rogers. He's had 2 things bad happen to him. 51 is a 8 against the B. That's a fly out to center field for the 3rd out. But Minnesota takes the lead on the 2-run home run by Harmon Killebrew. Minnesota 3 and Montreal 2. Jim Perry returns to the mound from Minnesota. He's got no marks against his fatigue. And Dave Cash will lead off for Montreal, now down by a run. 5-4 is a fly ball to right field. Tony Oliva is under it and makes the catch. 1 away. Here is Rodney Cool Breeze Scott. 6-5 is a pop-up to the catcher, George Middlewall. 2 outs. And now Andre Dawson. 2-3 is a 28. That's a ground ball to shortstop. Leo Cardenas snags it and throws the first. 3 outs. Go to the top of the 9th inning. Minnesota 3 and the Montreal Expos 2. There'll be a new pitcher for the Montreal Expos. That is Stan Bonson. He'll be pitching to Leo Cardenas, Rich Reese, and George Middlewall. Bonson is a grade B pitcher, Y modifier. Last inning, here's a pitch to Leo Cardenas. 6-5 is a pop-up to the catcher, Gary Carter. 1 down. Cardenas is 1 for 4 on the day's action. Rich Reese. 1-3 is a base on balls. Reese throws away the bat and trots to first. Average speed. Here's the catcher, George Middlewall. As Middlewall strikes to the plate, we note that there is a pitch hitter coming to the on-deck circle. So that'll be it for Jim Perry today. The first here is a pitch to Middlewall. 3-4 is a fly ball to center field. 2 outs. And the pitch hitter is Chuck Manuel, batting for Jim Perry. Warming up in the bullpen for Minnesota is Ron Peronowski. Here is the pitch to Manuel. Swing and a miss for strike 3. All right, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's Minnesota 32. To pitch the bottom of the 9th inning, here comes Ron Peronowski, a grade A pitcher, no modifiers. Baseball lost, as you know, 7 Hall of Famers in the year 2020. Also, Ron Peronowski, one of the best relievers of the 1970s and late 60s, passed away on October 2nd at his home in Vero Beach, Florida. He went to school at Michigan State University, and think of this, he was on the Michigan State University baseball team, and there was another reliever on that team, Dick Radatz. Dick Radatz and Ron Peronowski in your college bullpen. Here is Tony Perez leading off the bottom of the 9th inning. The Expos are down by a penny. 1-6 is a ground ball to third base. Harmon Killebreau's got it and throws to first. Perez is the first out. 2 outs to go for Montreal. Here is Larry Parrish. 6-5 is a pop-up behind home plate. George Middlewall has it under control. Throws the mass far away and makes the catch. 2 outs. Last chance for the Expos. Valentine 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Brent Elliott calls for it and makes the catch. 3 outs. That's the final out, and the final score, Minnesota 3 and Montreal 2. We'll be back with the wrap-up. The Minnesota Twins scored 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors. The Expos scored 2 runs on 7 hits, and they committed 1 error. Pretty well played game, only 1 error and very few walks in this game. The winning pitcher was Jim Perry, 8 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, and no walks. And Steve Rogers is the loser, 8 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6 hits, 6 strikeouts, and a walk. There was 1 home run in the game. That was Harmon Killebreau. And Ron Peronowski got the save. Today's star of the game is Harmon Killebreau, the killer. 2-run home run in the 8th inning provided the winning difference for the Minnesota Twins. Puts his team up 1-0 in this series over the Expos. Tomorrow they can eliminate the Expos and have an overall record, if they win that game, of 4-1, which would be tied with the Reds. The Twins would need to beat them in run differential. Right now they're at +6. So they'd have to win by at least 6 runs to beat out the Reds. The Expos can stay in the tournament if they win tomorrow. And their run differential is only 2 right now. So over the next 2 games they would have to win, and they would have to score at least 9 runs, a total of 9 runs, to beat out the Reds in run differential and get that all-important bye as the other 2 teams fight out a 2-out-of-3 series to advance to the finals. Harmon Killebreau, today's star of the game. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.